Hello and welcome to Stellar Careers, the podcast that helps you navigate your career with clarity and confidence. I'm Stellar, and today we're talking about one of the most powerful yet often misunderstood tools in your professional toolkit: networking. Now, I know, just hearing the word networking can make some people cringe. Maybe you picture awkward small talk at a conference or collecting business cards you'll never look at again. But today, I want to shift that image because real networking, meaningful networking, isn't about schmoozing or selling yourself. It's about building genuine, long term connections that help you grow and support others along the way. Let me start with a quick story. A few years ago, I attended a virtual HR webinar. During the breakout session, I struck up a conversation with someone who worked in talent development. We exchanged LinkedIn profiles, and I sent her a message the next day just saying it was nice to meet her and that I enjoyed our chat. Months later, she reached out to say her company was hiring for a role that matched my skills. And that's how I got my first major consulting opportunity in HR. No pitch, no ask, just a connection that grew over time. That's the magic of meaningful networking. Why networking matters. So, why is networking such a big deal? Well, here's the truth. No matter how qualified or talented you are, opportunities often come through people, not just applications. Your network can alert you to roles you'd never find online, connect you to decision makers, or offer mentorship and advice at just the right time. It's also a way to stay informed. Talking with people in your industry keeps you sharp and updated on trends, technologies, and shifts in the job market. But maybe the most important part? Support. Your network becomes your cheering squad, your sounding board, and even your reality check when needed. Transactional versus meaningful connections. Let's get clear on something though. There's a big difference between transactional networking and meaningful networking. Transactional networking is when someone reaches out only when they need a job or a favor. It feels forced, like they're just ticking a box. Meaningful networking, on the other hand, is built on genuine interest and mutual respect. It's slower, yes, but it's far more impactful. It's about building trust, not just making a request. Ask yourself, am I showing up to give as much as I'm hoping to gain? How to build meaningful connections. So, how do we actually build meaningful connections? First, be genuinely curious about others. Ask people about their journey, their challenges, their insights. Most people love to talk about their work if they feel heard. Second, offer value before you ask for help. Maybe that's sharing an article they'd find useful, connecting them with someone in your network, or even giving feedback on something they've posted. Third, follow up thoughtfully. After you meet someone, don't let that connection go cold. A simple great to meet you message or checking in weeks later with a useful resource keeps the relationship alive. Fourth, be consistent. Networking isn't a once a year activity, it's something you nurture over time. Join communities, attend events, or engage on platforms like LinkedIn regularly, even if it's just 10 minutes a day. And don't forget to network across, not just up. Sometimes your peers become the most powerful part of your network. Overcoming networking anxiety. Now let's address the elephant in the room: networking anxiety. A lot of people feel awkward or shy when it comes to putting themselves out there. That's totally normal. The trick is to reframe it. You don't need to be the loudest voice in the room or have a perfect elevator pitch. Just be yourself. Lead with curiosity, not performance. Here are a few tips to ease the nerves. Prepare a simple introduction: who you are, what you do, and what you're curious about. Listen more than you speak. People remember good listeners. And start small. Reach out to someone you already know but haven't connected with in a while. A quick challenge for you: Before we wrap up, I want to leave you with a quick challenge. This week, reach out to one person you admire, maybe on LinkedIn, or someone you met briefly in the past. Say hello. Share something thoughtful. No ask, just a connection. And if you're feeling bold, attend one networking event this month, virtual or in person. Remember, networking isn't about collecting contacts, it's about cultivating relationships. Be the kind of connection you'd want to have. That's it for today. Thank you for spending this time with me. If you found this helpful, please share it with someone who could use a networking nudge. And don't forget to subscribe and leave a review. It helps us reach more career minded listeners like you. Next, we'll talk about building your personal brand online and how it ties directly into your career growth. You won't want to miss it.